Rachel and welcome back to my channel. So this is what I eat in a weekend, so I hope you enjoy this. I'll spin you around and show you what I'm having for my breakfast. So my breakfast today is not much, but my food shop comes tomorrow and I'm not that hungry, to be quite honest, so I'm having one of the M&S yoghurt with dried raspberries on top. These are 4.5 sins of rice cakes and I'm having that with a black coffee with some sugar-free syrup. For my lunch today, I've got a leafy salad, I've got some cherry tomatoes, I've got a wholemeal bread cake, which is a healthy extra B. In there, I've got a tablespoon of tomato ketchup. The one I use is only half a sin. I've got 2 little food company sausages, which are half a sin each, and then I've got 2 plums and an easy peeler. So I'm going to have a sausage butty with some cherry tomatoes in it for my lunch, with a little bit of greenery, and then I've got that to snack on. So I'll show you what I'm having for my evening meal. So my evening meal is a very quick and simple one because my food shop doesn't come until tomorrow. So I've just made a vegetable curry. So I've fried some onions with garlic. I've added 2 peppers, which is 1 yellow, 1 red, a handful of garden peas, and then I've weighed out 14 grams of the curry sauce with a little bit of water to make the curry sauce. I think 28 grams is 4 sins, so I've had half that, so it's 2 sins, and then I've got some dried noodles, which are free, and then I've got 2 slins, which I'm going to use as like prawn crackers. These are 1 sin each. So that's my evening meal for tonight. So I'm ending the night with a 10 cal heartless jelly. This is the rhubarb and custard. This is half a sin. So I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning and happy Saturday. So we're up bright and early because Grace has dancing. So I'm not having any breakfast just yet. It's a little bit too early for me to have breakfast, but I have made myself a black coffee with 2 sweeteners, and I will be going out for a coffee later on when Grace goes dancing with another mum, she's a friend. So when we go in the coffee shop, I'll have a black coffee. I am taking with me a little tub, I don't know if you can see it on camera, a little tub with a cap full of the sugar-free syrup. They all know me and they are completely fine with it. They don't have sugar-free syrups, so I'm allowed to bring my own, which is lovely of them. That's what I'm going to have now, and that's what I'll be having a bit later on. Then when I come back from dancing, then I'll have my actual breakfast. So this is my breakfast. I've got the apple and cinnamon oats your way. 40 grams of this is a healthy extra B. I make mine up with water and just pop it in the microwave until it's the consistency I like. Then I got an apple and made it a bit fancy dancy. You don't have to do it, you know. I just made it into flowers. Grace wanted an apple chopped up and she likes it like this. And then I've sprinkled on some cinnamon, and then I have got a tablespoon of Sweet Freedom caramel syrup. A tablespoon of this is 2 sins. So that's my breakfast. So this is my lunch. It's a quick lunch and anything I could find out the fridge. So I've got my food shop coming between 12 and 1. And I'm thinking that it might come. If it comes, I'm thinking if it does come at 1 o'clock, then I've only got half an hour to be able to put it away before I need to go back out the house because Grace is going to a party. So it's just a quick grab and go lunch. It's 2 slims, which are 1 cent each, cherry tomatoes and peppers, which I have all speed food. I've got a teaspoon of the spice pineapple chutney at the bottom. And then I've got a tablespoon of the balsamic glaze, which is a sin. So it's just 3.5 sins for this, and this will keep me filled up until later on. I didn't want cheese because I'm having cheese for my evening meal, and I'm really, really looking forward to my evening meal. So tea tonight, I'm having loaded pizza ciabattas. So what you'll need is a white ciabatta roll. These are a healthy extra B. However, I've had my B choice for today, so this is 5.5 sins for me. Then I've got some cherry tomatoes cut in half, which is speed food. I've got 50 grams of the lightest Philadelphia herbs. This one, 25 grams is 1 sin. I've got 50, so that is 2. Then I've got my healthy extra A cheese, which is 40 grams. And then you'll need this. You'll need some olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. 5 sprays of this is half a sim. You'll need some lazy garlic and some chopped chilies. So what I'm going to do is spray 5 sprays into there, add some garlic to it and add some chilies to make like a little base, and I'll show you what you need to do next. So I've used 10 sprays altogether, so it's 1 sin. I've added the chopped garlic and the chopped chilies. So then what I'm going to do is use my pastry brush and brush the bread with this. So I've done that to the ciabatta roll. So what I'm going to do is just place my cherry tomatoes. I'm going to do 2 orange and 2 red on. I'm going to do that on both of them. Then what you're going to do is add the Philadelphia cheese to it. Now the cherry tomatoes can move, so you really need to be careful when doing this. After you've done the Philadelphia, then you're going to add your cheese on top, and then I'm going to put these on a baking tray and then bake them for about 10 minutes until the garlic bread is cooked and all the cheese is nice and gooey. And whilst these are in the oven, I'm going to get my salad ready. So this is my evening meal. I've got a large salad with cherry tomatoes, celery and rocket, and then I've got a sprinkling of some chives on top. And then I've got some garlic salt, we've got chili in it as well. And then these are the ciabatta rolls with 2 sins worth of Philadelphia shared between it, and then my healthy extra A on top. It's got cherry tomatoes in, and normally this would be a healthy B. I've got it as 5.5 sins, and I cannot wait to dive into this. And on top, all I've done is added some chopped chilies and some chives. I cannot wait to eat this. So my final treats for tonight are a black coffee with 2 sweeteners, an easy peeler, a plum and a 10 cal jelly. So I'll see you for Sunday. Peace Sunday, I'm making my raspberry white chocolate roulade. So the whole ingredients to this will be listed in the description box. But overall you will need some eggs, some sweetener, some quark. You can have plain quark, I just choose to have the white chocolate, some vanilla essence, some baking powder and some raspberries, and then you'll need some toppings as well. So I'll show you what you need to do step by step. So I've separated my eggs, so I've got my whites which I'll just whisk to a firm peak. In here I've got my quark, my egg yolks, a teaspoon of vanilla, and I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of granulated sweetener. So I folded in the egg whites, so you do a spoonful of egg whites and you fold in another spoon of egg whites, fold it in, and then your mixture will become like airlight. And the next step is pour this mixture into a lined baking tray. I use grease-proof paper and I put fry light underneath it so this paper doesn't move, and you're going to give it like a nice thin layer. Then I'm going to bake it in the oven on 180 for about 10 minutes. So it's out of the oven now. I'm going to leave it to cool for 5 minutes and then take it out of the tray and just leave it on a tea towel to cool completely for about 10 minutes. So now what I'm going to do is just leave it for 10 minutes until it's completely cool. You need this to cool completely before you do anything else. So I'm going to leave that, but whilst that was in the oven, I had put my gammon joint in some Fanta Zero, and that's going to be for my evening meal. So I put a thin layer of white chocolate quark on it, and then I've scattered some raspberries on top. Now the fun bit starts, you're going to roll it. There it is, all rolled up, and I've just decorated. I've just put some extra quark on top, the remainder of this, spread it on top. I've put some chocolate hearts on, which you'll add 4 for 1 sin, and then some like little chocolate balls. All that is 2.5 sins. It's a tablespoon of them. So each slice I'm classing as 2 sins just to protect my weight loss. I can't be bothered to work it out correctly. If I just sin it as 2 sins, I'm going to have it with some speedy raspberries. It's just nice, treaty Sunday breakfast, and then the rest I'm going to keep. So that's what it looks like when you cut a slice up. This is the slice I am having for my breakfast, and I'm going to serve it with some fresh strawberries, and the rest I'm just going to put in an airtight container, and then the family will eat it. I might have a slice later, but it's such a lovely breakfast, or a pudding, however you want to have it. My lunch today is a soft pita, the wholemeal Warburton's one. These are a healthy extra B. Then I filled it with rocket, cherry tomatoes and some lean ham, and then I've got a tablespoon of the Heinz spice pineapple chutney in there, and then I'm having it with a plum and an easy peeler, and I'm just fancying some fizzy pops. I'm going to have a Pepsi Max raspberry, which is free. So this is my evening meal. I've got some roast potatoes done in fry lights, they're free. I've got some gammon which is done in the slow cooker, which is free. I've got some speedy broccoli, speedy carrots. I've got 3 sins worth of stuffing, and then I've got 4 sins of a Yorkshire pudding and 2 sins of gravy. I cannot wait to dive into this. So I'm not having this just yet, but I'm going to make myself a hot chocolate, which is 2 sins, and then I'm going to have 2 speedy easy peelers and a plum. So that's everything I've eaten this weekend. Hope you've enjoyed this. As always, sending huge positive thoughts. See you soon. Bye.